Hello, hello, hello. This is President Obonjo of Laughter Republic. Hopefully, there will be a few people on here. Normally, I'm not here at this time of the day, but it is a Sunday, and I do have a little bit of time to spend with you. So, we will have as many people as possible on here, and we shall have a discussion about the things I wanted to say yesterday on Saturday. I apologize, I couldn't be here Saturday between 9 to 11. It was totally impossible to do so. Good day to every single one of you. It is very sunny in my country. The weather is great. I have been telling my people that you need to get off social media because the weather is great. Go out for a walk, get some exercise. Hello to every single one of you. We will start this live TikTok when I have up to 500 people on here. There isn't any particular subject for discussion. However, if I can have at least 500 people on here today, it will be great to have a discussion about everything that is happening around the world. This is things I wanted to talk about yesterday that I never got a chance to talk about. Hello to every single one of you. Don't forget to tell me where you are from, where you're located, which country, and what you do for a living. Hello if you're from Mexico, from the person who is greeting me from Mexico. Hello. We will start this live TikTok as soon as possible. The weather here is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It is sunny. I can hear the birds sing. I urge my people, I hope your presidents do this too, urge you to leave social media and take a walk, especially if the weather is really great. Texas, USA, well done. California, thank you for joining me. I want at least 1,000 people on here. If I can have at least 1,000 people on here, it will be great. Thank you, Ken. I have every intention to care for my people. My people really matter to me. I mean, one of the reasons why I am here today is I found out that the Congolese president is planning to do a trade deal with America so that America can provide security and they will do a trade deal in terms of minerals. That is absolutely diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. It's as if Africa has never, ever learned from its previous mistakes. Hello from Georgia. Hello from Costa Rica, Pura Vida. I am very, very happy to have all of you here in this sunny day in my country, Laughter Republic. I'm currently in Baghdad. It's so sunny, very, very sunny. I urge the Congolese president to make sure, if he's watching this or if there are any Congolese people on here, he must not sign that deal. He must not sign that deal with America. If America really wants to help Congo, then you don't have to sign a deal for minerals. Not everything has to be transactional. America is in a good place to provide security. If that's what he believes, then that's what he believes. But he is a fool to think that if he signs that mineral deal, that is the end of Congo. Congo will become the 54th state of America. But let me not go into the details of it. I need at least 500 people on here. 500 people on here. Right now, we only have 72. I'm looking for at least 500 people on here, and we'll make a start, and we'll have a discussion on everything. Hello to Darren Sanders. Hello to Shin Meritis. Hello to every single one of you. Congo should not sign that deal with America. That is what's brought me here this afternoon. Congo must not sign that deal. If Congo signs that deal, it will become the 52nd state. Canada is the 54th state. If Congo signs that deal, it will become the 52nd state. It's that simple. Hello to Jamaica. Hello to Jamaica. Hello to Detroit. Hello to every single one of you. We only have 82 people here. We need more people. I deserve to have more people watch me on here. The president of Congo must not sign that deal. Hello, Ontario, Canada. Hello, Mike. Hello to every single one of you. We've only got 84 people on here. I need at least 500 people. Share this amongst your friends. For those of you who are not enjoying the weather, share this among your friends. Michigan, hello. He must not sign that deal. I am on a platform and I'm trying to choose my words very carefully. The Congolese president must not sign that deal. Signing that deal is colonization. If the president of Congo signs that mineral deal for security by the Americans, that is colonization. Africa must not go back to what it was before. We are doing well. We have 100 people watching this. Someone said, I am upset because of the days of stealing are over. The days of stealing are not over. It's really interesting how people believe that Africa is corrupt, but America is more corrupt. Your recent political situation, your elections, billionaires bought democracy. Billionaires bought democracy in America. America must stay out of Africa. The Congolese president must not, in any shape or form, I must not repeat myself, do a deal with Donald Trump over minerals. Yeah, someone says here Africa has failed to innovate and industrialize. But for America, who has innovated and industrialized, where are you today? Look at America. America is collapsing. America is collapsing in front of everyone around the world. America has become a joke. But today it's not about America. Don't come and lecture me on here about industrialization and innovation. America is America is no longer a global superpower. America is turning itself to North Korea. You know, you Americans must understand that you are no longer a global power. You are no longer a global power. You are the new North Korea. The new North Korea. America is collapsing in front of everyone. You are the new North Korea. You have no idea what's happening around the world. You think you are the greatest. You are not the greatest. Someone said, I never got any money from America. I never, ever got any money from America. I'm not jealous of Americans. We are a successful, independent country. We have not relied on America for anything, I'm not the Congolese president. We do not rely on anything from America. America is collapsing, totally collapsing. We are seeing the collapse of an empire. What used to be called an empire. America is the new North Korea. But I'm not come here to talk about America. I've come here to talk about other things happening around the world. There's no need for us to talk about America on this platform. America wants to be isolated. So there's no need. It is not a continent or country that we should be talking about or wasting our time. We shouldn't. Let's talk about other continents. Let's talk about Africa. Let's talk about Europe. I will not talk about America on this platform. It is not a country. It is not a continent. It is of no relevance. It has isolated itself. That is what it wants to do. So I said I will have like at least 500 people on here. So I'm waiting for at least 500 people on here. Yes, I will stop talking about America. I don't need to. Not a lot is going on. People want me to talk about America, and I'm not talking about America. America is the new North Korea. There's no need to talk about America. America wants to isolate itself, so don't talk about it. There's no need to talk about it. Obonjo, remember Friday night? I don't remember Friday night. Please remind me what happened on Friday night. I am confused. Please, let's talk about other continents. America is of no relevance. It's falling, it's collapsing. It wants to be isolated. It wants to be on its own. Let it be on its own. We don't need to talk about America.
Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Ocean. That is the seventh continent of the world.
It's time to take action.
So which continent
United,
is under America?
United States of America is continent of North America.
He's just a puppet of Rome.
This is what I'm
Shed
saying.
Jewish blood to
Which
gain this
continent
throne.
is under which country under America?
Ever be restored?
America.
I don't understand this. What are you talking about?
He will lead us back to God.
Hello, sir.
Hello, what is this? Do you want to talk to me or you want to listen to your radio? What is how can I help you?
I'm so sorry, sir. I don't even know you already bring me up. I will be very, very happy if you can enlighten us about Africa, because that is major problem we have. And then I want you guys, you leaders of Africa, you guys need to unite and bring Africa up to a better place in the world, because we know, we people, we came from Africa, we knows Africa is a better continent, and then without no Africa, I don't think other place can, they can survive, because we knows, as what we read, a lot of things we God give, the mineral resources we God give to Africa,
Okay, hold on, hold
and
on.
then we are
Hold on.
suffering.
Where you calling me from?
I'm from Africa, sir.
Where are you at the moment? Are you in Africa?
I'm not in Africa, sir. I'm in Asia.
You are in Asia and you're talking to me about Africa. Look,
Yes.
let me tell you right now, I will send you a ticket. I want you to go back to Africa.
To Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria, sir.
Yes, I want you to go back to Nigeria and go and fix Nigeria. I am tired of hearing Africans who have left Africa go abroad, sit in their car, sit in their wherever it is, and criticize Africa. I want
We are,
you to go
we are
back,
not
sir.
we are not criticized, sir.
I want you to go back to Nigeria. I will send you a ticket and you will go back to Nigeria.
Okay,
You are
no
going
problem,
to
sir.
fix Nigeria. I am
No
tired of
problem.
hearing Africans in the diaspora criticizing African leaders. So it's about time. Pack your bags, every single one of you, and come back to Africa and let us fix Africa together. It's the truth. You can't stay in Asia and be telling me that we need to unite Africa. You come.
Because I always go I always visit Africa, sir. I always go there.
Look, I will send you a ticket. I mean it. I will send you a ticket. You and your family go back to Nigeria and let's fix Nigeria. It's that simple. I am tired of hearing Africans in the diaspora complaining about Africa. You must come back home and fix Nigeria.
No problem, sir.
Thank you. Hello. Hello. Oh, Manik, I do remember that with beers. You never bought me a beer. Yeah, bees. I have no idea what's going on today. Do you want to talk or you just want to watch me?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I think you came up earlier on and I don't know what happened.
My apologies.
Where are you calling me from?
USA.
Oh,
And I want to answer your question about the Africans in the diaspora and the reason why they're there. I
mhm,
mean, of course, you know why, right? We have our corrupt governments, right, that are corrupt because they are taking the American dollars, right?
mhm.
So when they're corrupt and they don't think about the people that are they live with and that surround them, then how can we be there? We have to go to the place where they are taking all our resources to, right? I wish it was better. I'm also from Nigeria and I would love to be back there, but the corruption, look at the fuel subsidy. How could they take off the fuel subsidy in Nigeria?
Okay, madam, I fully understand where you're coming from, but you see, it is not fair when you say that Africa is corrupt. Look at America. Look at where you are in America. Billionaires bought the election. Billionaires,
I agree. America's very, very corrupt.
billionaires bought democracy. They bought it.
They've been doing it for years.
Exactly, madam. Exactly. So where isn't corrupt? Yeah, I am not denying the fact that we have serious problems in Africa, but we have opportunities as well. What really annoys me is when people who are who do not even contribute, have not contributed to what is happening in Africa, criticize African leaders. We are doing what we can to
What
fix.
country are you from? What country are you
I'm
from?
from a country called Laughter Republic.
Lafta Republic?
Yeah,
Where is that located?
it's in Africa.
What countries is it by? Where is it?
It's in Central Africa. It's a small African country, not colonized. A lot of people don't know about it.
Is it bordering Congo?
It's not far from Congo. And that's one of many reasons why I'm here today, because you talk about corruption.
Right.
Is this not corruption?
It is. It
Hold,
is.
hold on. Is this not corruption? Someone said you should look at the map. Is it not corruption that Donald Trump wants to sign a deal with Congo so that they can give them security because Congo is in a mess
Right.
in return for minerals? And we know what the mineral resources are in Congo. One of the best mineral resources that everybody wants. That's what's creating the problem in Congo in the first place.
Of course.
Exactly.
What about the Sahel nations? What about the other African countries? Why can't they get together and defend Congo?
We are working on it. We
Well, you
are
got to
working
work
on it.
faster
We
because
are
they're
working.
suffering right now. I
Yeah,
don't know the answer.
I-
You seem to know the answer, so you need to support. Yes, Congo. No African country should do a deal with USA. No country. All European and American countries should be not in Africa. Africa is for Africans. I agree with that. But we have to help each other. And we're not doing that. Where are these nations? Kenya, Tanzania. Where are they? They're too busy making deals with United States.
but
They
then
don't.
those deals need to stop, and that is one of
Right,
the
they do. Uganda.
yeah.
Uganda, they were just asked to join the Sahel nations and they didn't want to do it. Why? Why
Because
can't
there's
we
no
support each other?
madam, because there's no unity.
Exactly.
Because the West knows how to divide and conquer us.
We
Do you
got to
understand
stop
what I'm
talking
saying?
about what we have done and give solutions. Yes, they should not sign the Congo deal. What should they do instead?
Well, we should offer security. We need our
Who?
own African army. We need our own African NATO. But it's
Okay.
not going to happen overnight.
It's not, but where are your plans to make it happen?
It is
Where's your
happening.
call to the different countries to talk about it? Where is your call to let me meet with Ibrahim Traore? Let me talk to him. What can we do? Where is your meetings?
It's happening behind the scenes. The West will not tell you that these things are happening.
Okay. Well,
Is
you
it
tell us.
happening?
You tell us. That's why
That's
you're on here.
That is why I'm on here, madam, and that's why I'm telling you that it is happening. Ibrahim is aware. Everyone keeps talking about Ibrahim.
Yes.
We are aware of the good work that Ibrahim is doing in Burkina Faso.
Okay, don't hate on the man because I hear some sarcasm in your voice.
No, I don't hate him in any shape or
Okay.
form. But no,
Well, work with him
he's my
because
man. Look, listen, he's my man. Even
Good.
you will not believe it. The Western media, at times, when they report about me, they think I am Ibrahim Traore.
I mean, you look similar.
Do we?
A little bit. He's younger. I mean, but like in your younger days, y'all might have resembled. Yeah.
You're so funny. But anyway, look, madam, I want to thank you for joining me. There's lots of people who want to join me, but look,
Thank you.
all I'm basically saying is that when people talk about corruption and keep talking about corruption in Africa,
Right.
they have to look at what's happening in the West.
No,
The
I
West-
agree, but I need you
the
to
West-
give
the West-
solutions. We can't keep talking about what is happening. What can we do? Is what we should talk about.
Madam, we have solutions.
Well, tell us about it.
The African Union is doing what it can, but we need to make sure. Let me be absolutely blunt with you right now.
Good.
We have some African leaders
Mm-hmm.
who are in the pockets of the West.
Yes.
Yeah, they are stooges. They are
lot
not
of them.
representing Africans. They are representing the West. And
Yep.
until we remove these people, we will
How
not
do
have
we?
unity in Africa.
Right.
Do you
So
understand
you
what
do
I'm saying?
that by telling them how to do it. You
I-
don't tell us what other people the corruption teach us.
But madam, things are happening.
Right,
You
but
have
you
the
have
right
to
to-
be on this platform talking to the people. Say, Nigerians, Tinubu is not for you. What Nigerians protest Tinubu? Nigerians,
I don't know about
need our fuel
I don't-
subsidy.
I don't-
Nigerians,
I don't
bring
know.
oil refinery back to Nigeria. That's what you're supposed to be saying. Do that.
Madam, the Nigerian situation is very, very complex.
It is, but small things started moving. See, when you start talking complex, you start being frivolous, and you start being
But
what
madam,
is the word
but
for it?
madam, why are you attacking me about Nigeria? I'm not the Nigerian president. I'm not
even saying
Tinubu.
you're Nigerian. I'm just saying I can only give an example because that's where I'm from. But what I'm saying, for what you need of Laftia, you need to say what solutions that they should have. They should not sign the deal with America. What should they do?
Are you aware that Tinubu is not happy that the likes of Ibrahim Traore, myself, and all the other West African leaders, he's not happy that we are not democratic, that we are military officers? Are you aware of that?
Who cares what he's happy about?
Well, I'm just telling you.
Your people are happy with you, and that's what is important.
So you don't believe in democracy?
Okay, so the word democracy, by its definition, is not what is being practiced. Right? We do understand that part. So you can label something democracy, but doesn't mean that it's actually a democratic society.
In my view, democracy does not work. It's overrated. What you need is a people revolution.
The way they do it now, it is overrated.
Yeah, it is overrated. It's not. It does not
It's
work.
not working, and it doesn't work in Africa.
But it does. It shouldn't have worked in Africa. It can't work in Africa. What you have done, what the West have done, is like you have a bad kidney transplant. Democracy does not work in Africa. It's not even working in America.
Let me be blunt with you. What the West has done has raped Africa. They rape us daily.
Yeah.
And we are just constantly being sexually assaulted in our minds, in our bodies, in the medicine that they send us. We have to realize that when they say America, we have to think of it with bad taste in our mouth.
Madam,
And know that
Madam, why are you still in America? Why are you not in Nigeria?
because what fuel subsidy? I go buy rice for how much? 2,000 naira? Really? Come on, how can I live like that? How can I?
Are you Nigerian or American? 1 minute you sound Nigerian, the next minute you sound American.
I am both. I am Nigerian.
What part?
Lagos State.
All Nigerians are from Lagos. There's nobody who is not from Lagos in Nigeria. It's unbelievable. And that is the problem. That is part of the problem.
Why is that the problem?
Every Nigerian is from Lagos. There are how many states in Nigeria? But every Nigerian I have met on this platform, I'm from Lagos. Why are you guys not proud to talk about your other states? Lagos. That is why the whole country is in a mess. Tinubu is from Lagos. Yeah, even the people from the north are saying they're from Lagos.
It's not about that. It's about the fact that you need the people need to unify
But please
and tell
answer
their
my
leaders
question. But it starts with the little things. Why is it that every Nigerian I meet on this platform tells me they're from Lagos?
where state. Owerri.
Oh, Igbo.
Yes.
Igbo Kwenu.
No, I don't speak Igbo.
You don't speak Igbo. Okay, anyway, look, it's been nice.
I went to school in Lagos. I speak Yoruba. I don't speak Igbo. So you asked me the question. You understand? I'm from Lagos. I speak Yoruba. Okay. Even though the state my family is from,
Do you see my point? My
from
point is
where I grew up. Just
my
like you
point.
have Nigerians that in America they speak like me, right? I can speak like an American and you won't know. But that doesn't mean I'm
I can't even get a word in. I can't even get a word in.
Hello,
Hello, Grace. How are you?
I'm good. I've been listening to your conversation, and I'm really want to say I second a lot of what this young lady was saying. I am an American, African American, and my ancestry is mostly from Nigeria. Because I wanted always in my life to know where in Africa I come from. And I watch as I can what's going on there. And I really, really want to understand why Africa does not unite, why there is not a larger movement. And, like I see in the Sahel with Ibrahim Traore, I mean, they are banding together. So, like, what is stopping the rest of the country, the continent, from coming together and unifying? You need your own army there. You need your own currency. Africa in the next 10 to 15 years will have more population. White people don't want us to know it, but we will have more black people in this globe than Chinese in China. So what is the problem? Okay, there's corrupt people that are in the pocket of America and the European nations. Why is there not thinking outside of the box to remove these people and start uniting as one?
Look, I don't disagree with you in any shape or form, and thank you so much for your contributions. Look, madam, I am sick and tired of talking about Africa and unity. We know for a fact that some of the African leaders that we've got are not really African leaders. They've been placed there by the West. We know that for a fact, and that is part of the problem. You talk about unity. Look at America as an example. America is not united. This is never easy. America is not.
America, let me
America
tell
is
you about
collapsing.
America, I truly, truly know and studied America. I studied the Atlantic slave trade. And the thing about America is they have never wanted black people here. They have always sought to kill us. I have no loyalty to this country.
Okay, madam, look, all I would say to you is this. We are working behind the scenes. You can see what is happening with Ibrahim, even though I'm sure you've never heard of me, but Ibrahim and I were good friends. We have started this movement in Africa to make sure that we are united, to make sure that America has nothing to do with Africa in any shape or form. And that is happening in most of these African states that you see at the moment. But there's a conflict. And the conflict is this, that there are so many other African nations who believe in democracy. They do not believe in the people revolutionary government. They do not believe in what we are trying to do.
Okay, well, tell me, who is the People's Republic Revolutionary Government? Tell me about that. What
So
is that?
that's myself. That is myself, Ibrahim, the Guinea-Bissau president. All these military officers that you see across Africa. That is what we fight for. We fight for. We
Okay,
have
wait, slow down, slow down. Tell me more in detail. Like, okay, what countries are involved? What are the
madam,
names of
madam.
these? What are the names of these people that these military leaders?
But
Who are they?
you know them. You mentioned Ibrahim, didn't you? You mentioned
There's
Ibrahim.
more than him. What
Yeah,
are
there's
the
one.
other ones? Give me a couple. Give me a
But,
few names.
but you met me today. President Obonjo is another. But
Obonjo.
yeah, but you've never heard of me. I'm sure you've never heard of me.
No, I haven't. And what country did you? I heard a little bit about your country. Where is it? Tell me more about your country.
It's from Laughter Republic.
Lafta. How do
Yeah,
you spell that?
LAFTA Republic.
Lafta Republic.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long have you been a republic?
Oh, we've been in the Republic for well over 50 years.
Okay, Lafta. Okay.
But the point I'm trying to make is this. What we have at the moment is that we have two types of government in Africa. We've got the military administration, and the youths are fighting for military administration. They believe that democracy doesn't work for them. So they will rather have military officers as head of states rather than have democratically elected corrupt politicians. So what you have is you have some military officers who have taken over power in Africa, in some of the African countries, including myself. And then you have the other bits who are copying the American style of government, which is democracy. And there's a conflict. But if you ask the youths out there, they do not believe in democracy. They believe it's overrated. They believe it is corrupt. And it's
I
going to
believe
take
the
some time.
same thing. I agree.
And this is why we have a conflict. I mean, this is why we have a conflict in Africa. I cannot believe that in America, God's own
Okay.
in America right now, where you are collapsing, that the American military administration or American military officers are just standing by and not doing anything and just watching America collapse.
That's exactly right. And it really burns me up because I see that the so-called Democratic leader or the party of the so-called people are sitting on their asses and they're not doing anything.
Madam,
And I'm not surprised, but it's the greed, it's the corruption. I could go on and on about it.
yeah,
But I see that you came to power from a military coup about 11 years ago.
you see, so you can see that, but why? This is what I am actually saying. Why has it taken this long for you to know about me?
Well, because we don't get like the media here in America is owned by the white people that support Trump and their corporate greed. They're not going to give us the truth over here. They're going to say what the billionaires, what the oligarchs, what Trump wants them to say. America has not been a democracy for, I say, well on to 50 years since Reagan. It is an oligarchy. It is a kleptocracy.
Madam,
America. They bullshit you here. They lie,
madam,
and it's sad
madam,
because people do not educate themselves.
madam, I promised myself that I wouldn't talk about America because it is clear to me that your American president, your current American president, wants America to be left alone. It's about making America great. It's about isolating America. I told Americans on this platform.
It's about white supremacy. That's what it's about.
Well, but America is the new North Korea. That is what I call it now. The new North Korea. It's taking over from Kim Jong-un.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the way you see
Okay.
it. The new North Korea. But I
Okay.
don't genuinely want to spend my energy talking about America because
Okay, so tell me your vision for Lafta Republic and Africa. What is your vision?
what we believe is going to happen is this. We are going to unite Africa, but it's not going to happen overnight. We will unite Africa. And when we will unite Africa, it will be one vision for Africa, one currency. Yeah, that is exactly what we are planning to do. We have gone back to what Gaddafi, I'm sure you must know Gaddafi, what Gaddafi
I love what Gaddafi had in mind.
And
I love it.
and that is why they got rid of
Yeah.
and that is why they got rid of him. So
And
we
it
are
pissed
going.
me off that Obama was the one that brought him down.
Well, look,
Obama.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and Obama. Can't you see how Obama looks like? He's haunted by the fact that he got rid of Gaddafi, and I
Yeah.
he's haunted.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
I
you,
mean, they tried to say he was a human rights, violator and all kinds of stuff. But the thing about it is they killed him because he wanted to develop an African currency based on gold.
yeah. But this is the point I'm trying to make. It's not going to happen overnight because we are divided in Africa. We have a lot of
Yes.
African nations who are practicing democracy, and they have the likes of
Mm-hmm.
me who are practicing what we call the people revolutionary, taking the power back to the people. But you see, it is not going to happen overnight, but it is happening. At least there are 5 or 6 countries in Africa now that are being run by military officers. And that is what we need in Africa. We need to replace democracy with an alternative form of government, one that puts power back to the people and offers discipline.
Oh, okay. Now I know that with America being like losing power in the globe because of the stupid stuff that's going on here. I know Russia and China are doing a lot. I mean, it makes me mad to see Russia and China in Africa. So tell me what your thoughts are about that.
Well, I think we just need to be very, very careful about China and Russia. China in particular, I am concerned about because they will do what they can. And what we're now seeing is that some African countries have now become Chinese colonies because they are owing them lots of money, and they have no choice but to
Yes,
replace them.
yes.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
there's ownership grabbing. It's what I call Chinese colonization. Russia,
Yes.
Russia, I am not worried about because Russia has never ever colonized any African country. Russia is a friend to Africa. You need to be careful.
Now those countries that are being that you are afraid are being colonized by China, who are they? What are they? What are those countries?
I wouldn't want to mention names on this platform, but if you just Google it, you will see what's happening. There are lots of countries who have defaulted on their debt, and as a result, the Chinese have moved in. You wouldn't hear this, but the Chinese have actually moved in. There are bits of Africa that now belong to China.
Oh my God,
They
that
belong.
just makes me
Yeah,
so mad because those
yeah,
Chinese people are so racist.
yeah.
They really are.
There are some countries in Africa that now belong to the Chinese.
Yeah.
China, like Trump would
Wow.
say, China. Yeah.
Okay, so then, like, I mean, what makes me mad is that here in the West, we were raised like, with the lie, the fairy tale that Africa was a third world country, and it basically was presented to us in this country that it's because we were, less than, we weren't intelligent as white people, etc. And the truth of it is that the West and Europe has gone in for the last 500 years and taking resources out of Africa and profited from it, and our people have been left without, just like what's going on in Congo right now. And I'm like, what can be done, like in the near future, to like stop some of it? It just makes me mad when I think about it. And how, like how the West, the white colonizers have actually absolutely destroyed, almost brought Africa back to the point of no return.
Yeah. But thank you so much. Someone said to me that I have to be careful that you look like you're an interviewer and you're interviewing me.
Oh no, well no, that's my background. My background is actually media. I did public service, social justice type topics. I had a talk show.
No, okay.
So I'm sorry. No, it's just that I'm just like, I want to leave this country and go to somewhere in Africa, and I don't know where,
Well, come to my country.
and
Come to my country. We'll have you gladly. I will have you Anytime you come and work in my press office, you come to my country, we will talk about it.
Really?
Yes,
Seriously?
honestly, but this is the condition, madam. A lot of Americans want to come to my country, and I don't have a problem with that. But because of what we have experienced in Africa, we basically say that when you come to our country, you cannot leave. You relinquish your American passport. You become a citizen of my country. That is it.
Okay.
You can't leave.
Okay.
It's that simple because we know what happened when we opened our borders. We know what happened when we opened our borders many, many centuries ago. And they took our culture, they took our women, they took our men, they took everything.
Yes,
You understand what I'm
yes,
saying? So
yes. That
this is what we are saying, that if you are a foreigner and you want to come to my country, that we will let you come.
okay.
But you relinquish your passport and you remain with us forever. Forever.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm like right now I'm having trouble looking up like, like your country, and it's like my laptop is loading really slow.
You know
But
what's really interesting about this? Because I'm gonna have to move you on, but I will give you time, and maybe you can come back. This is what is really interesting. Every time someone tries to find some information about us, they say the
uh,
computer is slow, and the reason being,
yeah.
and the reason being
Okay.
is this. The reason being is this. The Western media will never let you know about successful African countries.
Yes, now I got it. It finally pulled up a little bit, and it's just got some videos, it looks like.
I don't know what happened to her there, but I don't know, she's gone. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, hello. How you doing today,
I'm fine, thank you.
President?
How are you?
How you
You're
doing,
not.
President?
Are
How you
you?
doing today? I was with Richie. You. I like your video.
Oh,
I
excuse
like.
me. What
Yeah,
video
I
are you
like
talking
the
about?
your video was viral.
What video went viral? What do you mean?
You're President Gango, right?
President? Did you call me President Congo?
Congo, yes.
No, I'm not President Congo. I'm President Obonjo.
A bunch of right. I heard about it. I heard about you. You're viral for TikTok. You've been viral. I
Oh
passed your
wow,
va-
I couldn't. What what
I,
what do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean by viral? What video?
the governor, how they treated us, the government treated us, the president of the United States treat us wrong.
Oh
Treat
wow.
us, treat us the Latino wrong. The Latino, America, the Mexico,
So,
treat us
so,
wrong.
so is that a good thing that I've gone viral?
Yes, a good thing. Yes,
Oh wow.
it's a good thing you help us out. It's a good thing you went boycott. Thank you.
Oh oh
Thank you.
oh wow. I didn't
Thank you.
know. I didn't know. I didn't know I'd gone viral.
Yes, you went viral. Yes, you went viral for all over TikTok. You went viral.
So so am I safe? You
You're safe. You are safe with us, with the Mexican president, Clavis Chamber.
what
But
the Mexican president knows about me?
yes, the Mexican president know about you. You did
Wow.
a good job. You did a good job. We love you.
Oh, thank you.
We love you.
Somebody's saying that the American government is watching me.
And the government, I don't like the American government. Government, you know who doing that? Got Cheeto Man and Robo Guy.
Okay.
Just be careful. Just be careful that Cheeto Man and Robo Guy.
Okay. Okay.
Just be safe.
Thank you so much for letting me know. I didn't know. I have no idea what viral means, but if you say I've gone viral, but thank you. I don't know.
You went like your video went live. Your video, you make a live video about
Wow.
you made a video about the American told America pack your bag 24 hour. I like that.
Oh wow, that one. Oh,
Yeah, I
that
like
one.
that. I like that
So where did you
one.
see that? Where are you? Are you in Mexico?
And you're at Chicago.
You're in Chicago.
Chicago, no, it's going through
No,
right now in the
honestly,
United States.
honestly, I had no idea that is what viral means. I had no idea.
Your video went live.
Wow.
Your video went live.
Do you know how many views?
A lot. A
Wow.
lot. They heard you. and you win the Mexican president love you.
Oh, wow.
What you done for your
Wow.
country.
Wow.
What you done with the Slasla, you say 24 hours. Thank you.
Oh, that one when I said Americans should leave within 24 hours.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for letting me know. You've made my
Yeah,
day.
you know we got the March May 1st.
Yeah.
The Latino immigrant got the March May 1st. And
Okay.
we're protesting against him,
Okay.
what he's doing wrong to our
Okay.
people, to your people.
Okay.
African American community doing the wrong thing, treated wrong.
Wow. Look, I am shocked by what you are telling me, that a video that I did has gone viral all over the world. I'm totally shocked by what you are saying to me. I didn't know that.
No, you did good. You did good. Um, China and Russia. United States owe China a lot of money.
Yeah.
United States owes a lot of money to Mexico.
Okay.
They don't pay that money back.
Okay. Look, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. I am so pleased to hear. I don't know what that actually means, but if you're saying that I went viral, I accept it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. He seemed very excited. I don't understand what he means by going viral, but whatever that means, it went viral in the Bahamas too. I don't understand this. Can someone explain to me what viral means? Because I don't know. What does viral mean? Hello.
Hello, Mr. President. Viral means that you have reached the worldwide status, and I am part of the Copper Color Indian Nation, and I wanted to let you know that I am a Donald Trump supporter. I love Donald Trump. Our president is doing the right thing to our country. Segregation is very important. A lot of people over here in the United States of America, we cannot receive the proper benefits that we need due to the fact of the matter is we have foreigners that comes in our country and completely take our benefits from our people. We are the Aboriginal people to this country, and we are the copper color Indians. Donald Trump have told us the truth. These Mexicans been coming over here to our country, joining the Oklahoma tribe as a natives, and they are talking about that they are the Aboriginal people to this country. They're not the Aboriginal people to this country. We are the copper color individuals. Reclassification is real. A lot of people has been reclassified. We know the real truth about our history. I support Donald J. Trump and everything that he is doing. The Latinos need to go back to Mexico, where they are originally from. They comes over here and they take our benefits from our people, and they need to be back. Segregation is great. And I want to let you know that I love Donald J. Trump. That is my president. The Copper Color Indian Nation, we love Donald Trump. We are Donald Trump supporters, and we're going to stand up for our president. And if Donald Trump is watching, and I know that he is, I know that he hear that we love our president. And Trump, Copper Color Indian Nation, we love you. And that's all I have to say. We love Donald J. Trump.
Okay, thank you very much. I don't know what's happened here, but there's something that came up. I said that's a hate speech. I don't know. She was only defending that she loves Donald Trump, and there's nothing wrong in Donald Trump. And she actually confirmed that Donald Trump is watching me. She was she said Donald Trump was watching me right now. I don't know how far that is true, but what I don't know, if this is what is wrong about democracy, is that she has the right to express herself. She has the right to express that she loves Donald Trump. Why is that a hate speech? Why is that I don't understand. She came on here and said she loves Donald Trump. She loves what Donald Trump is doing. And someone said it is a hate speech. And that is why democracy is not working. It doesn't work because you don't allow, for those of you who practice democracy, you don't give yourselves the opportunity to speak. If she loves Donald Trump, that is her own problem. That's what she wants. But that is not a hate speech. Someone coming onto my platform to tell me that they love Donald Trump isn't a hate speech. Just like someone coming to me to tell me that they love Kamala Harris. That is not a hate speech. But what is wrong with democracy? You just seen that is an example of what is wrong with democracy. However, what I have been taken aback by this evening is the fact that someone is telling me that Donald Trump is actually watching this. She said Donald Trump was watching this. I probably thought he would be playing golf rather than watching this. But if it's true that he's actually watching this, Donald, come up here and come and talk to me. Let's debate whether you think what you are doing for America is right or wrong. Forget your press office. Forget your White House. If you are here today, Donald, come and talk to me. Let's have a debate. Even though I believe you are not on here, Donald, I believe that you are out there playing golf right now. There's no way, from what that woman told me, she said she thinks, she believes that you are here. If you are here, Donald, come and join me. Let's have a debate about democracy. I'll be here for a while. If you don't show up, it means that you're at the golf course. If you do not show up, it means that you're watching golf, Donald. It's that simple. Because one of your supporters came here and was adamant and confident, not only that she loves you, but she believes that you are watching this. So if you are watching this, Donald, come up. I'm waiting for you, Donald. It'll be great. President Obonjo of Laughter Republic debates Donald Trump on TikTok. But I'm sure he's in a golf tournament. Donald is not here. Sorry, guys. I've been challenged. I've been told that Donald Trump is on here. That Donald Trump is on TikTok. He's not playing golf. One of his supporters came here, said she loves Donald Trump, and she is confident that Donald Trump is here. So let us see if Donald Trump will join me. I am waiting. Some people, not me, said that he is in a golf tournament. But let us see where Donald Trump will join me on here today. We're waiting for Donald Trump. My name is President Obonjo. If you are joining me today, I have been on here for well over maybe half an hour or so. I've been talking to people from around the world that we started with Congo and the fact that I do not want Congo to sign a deal for mineral resources in replace for security. And then I heard someone come here who said that they loved Donald Trump, and there's nothing wrong in loving Donald Trump, but she was confident that Donald Trump was on TikTok. And I want to find out if Donald Trump is really on TikTok. She spoke confidently and basically said that she believes that Donald Trump is here right now watching this live TikTok. And if he is watching this live TikTok, let Donald Trump come up here now and let him prove to the world that he's not in a golf tournament and he's actually here. Not my word. Someone said he's probably not here, that he's not watching this. He's in a golf tournament. I am waiting for Donald Trump to be on here and to talk to me. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How you doing? Listen, the young lady, she was excited, and yes, she was very. 9 times out of 10, it's a possibility he could be watching you. But remember, he's the president of the United States. I don't think at this point in time he's sitting here watching. He's got other pressing matters to do. Again, she was just voicing her opinion about him, how she felt about him. And, over in this country, you deal with people. If I said the assassination of Martin Luther King was orchestrated by the United States government, there's some white tea people will come behind me and say that that's racist and that I'm spewing hate by
Okay,
just saying something like that.
sir.
Uh,
Sir, so thank you so much. I'm really glad that you're on this platform, and I'm glad that you are making contributions and people are hearing you from around the world. What I don't seem to understand is why would that woman be so excited and say to me and get my hopes high that Donald Trump is actually watching me on this platform?
she said he might be watching
No,
you.
she was pretty confident. She was confident that Donald Trump was actually watching me on here. That's what she said. She spoke to Donald Trump. You heard her say, Donald
No.
Trump, I know you're watching me. It was pretty confident.
And to me, let me say this: you have a right to your opinion, but the first thing you said when you wanted to ask him to come on and debate you is that, well, show me that you're not playing golf. I think he has a lot of other pressing matters than to be out playing golf. He's trying to save this country. This country has gone to hell in a handbasket.
With all due respect, it wasn't me that said that he was playing golf. There were a few people who said that he's not on here, that he's probably in a golf tournament. It wasn't
Well, at
my.
least he's not doing what Obama and Biden was doing when they was in the White House, sex trafficking kids and trying to make this country homosexual.
Well, all I would say to you is this: if Donald Trump is watching me, he should come on here right now. Unless
I would hope the young lady was right. Now, I'm pretty sure because he tunes in to TikTok, but I don't know. He probably done seen you once or twice, but I'm not saying that he's watching you at this moment. But I want you to know that in spite of what people say about him, I am thankful that I woke up this morning and I'm not on that Democratic plantation no more. Mr. Trump, we love you. If you are listening or whatever, we love you, we support you, and we're not going to let nobody bring you down.
you see, this is the point I'm trying to make. You guys are really confusing me because you are the second person who's come here on my platform to tell.
And I'm a black man.
To tell Donald Trump that you love him, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with the fact that you love Donald Trump. You are entitled to talk to who or to support whoever you want.
You're right.
You have given me the impression that Donald Trump is actually watching me on here. Why would you come to my platform and tell Donald Trump that you love him? I'm confused. I am just totally confused. What is going on? Is Donald Trump on TikTok right now, or is he playing golf? Talk to me, man. Let me.
He's probably in his office working. What time of the day is it? 12 o'clock? Well, he might be at lunch, or he's probably in his office trying to fix what the Democratic Party have messed up in the past 4 years.
So
I'm not gonna say he's actually watching you, but it's a possibility. He thumb around on TikTok.
how do we know? How can we find out whether Donald Trump is on TikTok now?
The way you can find out, you can pull up Donald J. Trump web page and see.
You're not prepared to do that for me?
You can do that for you.
Well, but I'm a president of an African country, and I'm on here.
Okay, but you're trying to get the president of the United States to come onto your live.
Yes, exactly. What is wrong with that?
Okay, well, pull up Donald J. Trump a web page.
I'll get my people to do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But anyway, just letting you know that I don't have nothing against your country or no other country. But I tell you what, our country is sick and it's got to be fixed. And I think he's the right man to get it started, get the ball rolling. That's all I got to say. I love him and much success to him.
This is what I don't seem to understand. The number of Donald Trump supporters coming onto my platform to tell me that they love Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Is Donald Trump on TikTok right now? Is this a Donald Trump? This is a
okay. You're the president. All you have to do, if he's there, if he's listening to us, which I'm not, I didn't tell you that. Just offer an invitation and see if he pop up. But I don't think he's watching you at this moment. He probably know of you. You know what I'm saying?
So, but why are you then telling Donald Trump on my platform, on my live TikTok, that you love him if he's not watching?
Because you got 21 point to let all the most people that you probably have on your live, they are embracing you because you have democratic views, the American democratic views, and they love you for that. And they don't even understand that they the one that messed this fucking country up.
What makes you think that I have more Democratic followers on here than Republican followers?
I'm pretty sure you do, because you have a American democratic policies in your head, and I hear you talk. This is not my first time listening to you. I've listened to you several times, and you kind of rate Donald Trump over the coals. So that told me that you didn't have no love for him either.
Who said that? Are you aware?
I said that.
Are you aware that when Donald Trump was arrested by the Biden government, I put a video out condemning it? Are you aware that I did that?
No, I didn't see that video.
Exactly. Go and look for it, because I did do a video condemning the Democratic Party and basically saying that the fact that he was arrested means he's going to win the election, that you've turned him into a martyr. Donald Trump got arrested about how many, 18 months ago or so, or whatever it was. And I put a video out condemning it. And you now are telling me that you believe that I am a Democrat.
The most of your views when I listen to you, you was always putting him down. You were saying things just like you made a comment about, well, if he's I don't think he's watching me. He must be playing golf. And you say other people put it. So to me, that means you have a bias against him.
No, hello, sir. Like I said to you, but this is the thing. This is why democracy does not work, because you've spoken, I've listened to you. You are not listening to me. What I said to you is that someone on here, two people on here, said that Donald Trump is not on TikTok. He's playing golf at the moment. So I repeated what they said. It didn't come from me. And this is why America is in a mess. This is why all democratic nations are in a mess, because you do not listen to one another.
No, because you did not say that. I wasn't looking at what your comments were saying. I was looking at what was coming out your mouth, and you said, Donald. Well, if he's not on here, he must be playing golf. You said that. You didn't say.
Hello.
Hello, President Obonjo. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're not going to come and tell me that.
How are you, sir?
I hope you're not going to tell me you love Donald Trump on my platform too.
No. Listen, man, I'm from Liberia, but I live in the U.S., so I do have a diverse background. So, like, my father is one of the first free slave that the descendant went to Africa, and he's married to an indigenous woman. So I'm just here to give you some clarity. That's all.
Okay, so what is the clarity? So you've heard the conversation. Why would you come onto my platform and tell me that I love Donald Trump and that Donald Trump is watching this?
No, the point is that what they're trying to make you to understand is that you don't get the actual fight about Donald Trump. You don't really know him like that, But he's not a bad person, though. A lot of people, right now in politics, anybody can paint you, anybody can make you look ugly because they want to win. It's a warfare going on right now. But Donald Trump is not a bad person.
Hello.
When you look at his track record.
Hello. Look, let's absolutely right. I don't know whether you know me. I don't know whether you know me against Donald Trump. What I don't seem to understand is I am attracting Donald Trump supporters who are coming to my platform telling me that he's watching and that they love him. All I'm trying to understand is why are people coming to my platform attacking me about Donald Trump? I'm not against Donald Trump. Look, democracy, you can choose who you want. If you want Kamala Harris, you want Donald Trump, you want whoever you want. That is what democracy is about. The people have voted, we need to respect that. However, I don't understand this whole idea. So people are coming onto this platform here telling me that they love Donald Trump and that he's watching. I don't understand. I don't get it.
All right. So this is what happened, sir. I know you. I've been following you for a very long time. From the beginning you came on Twitter, I've been following you. But you don't know. I just refollow you again. So, but what happening is that It's not like they're attacking you. They're just trying to express their view out there that they love him, But they don't have no right coming to your platform and tell you that they love Trump because they already know that your view is Democrat, But they're just trying to make it clarity.
Hey, who told you I'm a Democrat? I'm not a Democrat. I'm not American.
No, I'm not saying that you're a Democrat. I'm not saying you're a Democrat, but they from when you talking, they already know that your perspective from the way the conversation is going, so they already figure out that maybe he's a Democrat or not. But they just expressing a view. But I want you to not be distracted by their view, But understand that they have the right to express their love for whoever they love. Because I've seen a lot of people come on your platform, they talk about Kamala Harris, and you don't say anything, But I'm a big fan of Trump. I'm not a big fan of Kamala Harris. I voted for Hillary Clinton when she was running for president. But I switched over from Democrat to Republican because I have a background in criminal justice, right? I believe in national security. I don't believe in insecurity. When you open the border and the people coming into the country and the crime rate is going up, people are dying, people are kidnapping people, hijacking people's cars, they're killing women, raping women. That is a national security issues. So that is the problem with the Democrat Party. So Trump is the right man for America, brother. Let me tell you, Mr. President, Trump is the right man. And that's the kind of people we need in Africa.
Godson, can you please, with all due respect, I still do not understand. This is why democracy does not work.
This is why democracy does not work.
I still do not understand why you've come to try and convince me. I'm not. Look, try and convince me. I'm not. Look, you look like how I am dressed. Do I look like a politician to you?
No. I understand. I know who you are, sir. I know who you are, sir. We did have the same kind of person in Liberia when we had Samuel Doe. Samuel Doe was a military leader. You understand? I understand. I know who you are, sir. But the point here is that I know you don't believe in democracy. I don't believe in democracy. Democracy is the way of the people by the people. But it doesn't work because democracy can also be bought. People can manipulate democracy for their own personal interest to deceive the people.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm just really confused.
Thank you very much. I'm just really confused.
No, don't be confused. Don't be confused, sir. We understand who you are, sir. We understand who you are. I don't believe in democracy. Democracy is a European form to deceive people. But what is happening here is that politics is business. Politics is not anger. It's not being. You don't need to develop a malice for any other person. Politics is business. Go back to the ancient days, right? You gotta trade. Politics is business. It's not about who you love or who you don't love. I don't need to love you to do business with you.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, thank you, Godson. Thank you. I'm going to give other people a chance. I'm just so confused right now. Feels like
we love you, sir. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you, sir. We love you. We love you.
This feels like a Donald Trump platform, but it isn't. This is not. This is a President Obonjo live TikTok. This is not a Donald Trump TikTok live. I don't get it. I just don't get what is going on here.
I don't get it either. How you doing, President? I am a Black African American woman. Okay, I live here, and I don't know what's going on with these people. That is an absolute lie. 92% of us did not vote for Trump. We do not want him in the seat. We do not support him or his constituents. I have no clue as to where these other two coons just came from. That is not the opinion of 92% of us that are here on this good land of America. We want it back how we had it before. Democrats are not. He is tearing us apart with all these tariffs and things that's going on, messing up the relationships that we have with other countries. We do not want this kind of carrying on here, okay? I don't care who on here saying they voted for him, that they like him. That is literally the other percentage. 92% of us, the people who truly have set up here and helped to build America to where it's at now, did not, want not him being in that seat. That is absolutely false. I don't know where these two coons just came from up out of nowhere. That is not us. They don't speak for the majority.
Madam, you know what is really confusing? is I am an African president of an African country. I am now very, very confused why I am attracting Americans. It doesn't matter if it's Democrats or Republicans coming to my platform to talk to me about Donald Trump and not supporting him. I don't get it. Even one person said to me that they believe that Donald Trump is actually watching this. I don't get this.
Okay, well, I will say this. Trump is not watching this. He probably may see it later on, but Trump ain't watching this. I don't know why people coming on here saying that. His people might be watching it. He doesn't watch. He doesn't have a care in his soul enough to watch this. If he does get this message later on, he will see that, okay, Queen P said she don't care for me. And he can see that by me not voting for him. Listen, he's not watching this. His people might watch it, but you can't get in touch with him. It's not. There's a protocol here for that. He's not about to come on a TikTok live to speak to you, unfortunately. But who wants to talk to him? Who cares? The reason why you have Americans probably watching your live is because you are a sitting president. We are seeing that we're losing support. We're losing relationships with people from overseas. We don't have a voice to speak. So probably that's why people are coming on here to speak to you now. They're shutting us out from seeing things that we need to see, from knowing things that we need to know. We don't know what's going on. We see people supporting us all across the lands, but we don't know what's going on. They have censored our media. TikTok is the only place where we can actually get to see how you guys feel about everything. We don't know really what's going on until we get on TikTok. Thank God for this platform, but guess what? They're trying to take it away from us for that same very reason. He's not on here, baby. I do apologize about that, sir. But he's not on here. Maybe somebody, some random secretary or assistant down the line may watch it and may take it up the chain. So he's not watching this. He's not.
Oh, wow.
We need a place to vent. So sorry, you're here. We're venting with you. I do apologize for the other two people. I don't know where they came from.
What frustrates me is
American people do not support him.
What frustrates me about this is that I'm not an American president. I feel your pain. I feel the pain of people who are very unhappy in America, but there's nothing I can do about it apart from just listen to.
Tell us, come on over, build us a little spot so we can come hang out with y'all because this is insane. There's a lot of us leaving this country to come over there because we feel like it'll look more like home. We feel terrified as to what's going to happen to us in these next 3 or 4 years with him. Let's just be honest. When we see people that look like us, that have the skin tone like us, that's in these seats that of authority like you have, we feel like we need to talk to somebody. It's almost as if like, okay, we have mommy and daddy that left for a little bit that's coming back to come talk to us. We telling them, what our cousins did to us when they left us because they went out. That's basically what it is. If you see a lot of us coming on here and it's irritating you, we do truly apologize, but we are over here losing it because we want to stay, we want to stay strong. We're doing us. We're still partying. We're still praying. We're still doing whatever it is that we do, trying not to let it get to us. But when I say we are being censored, it is insane. We are truly being censored. We can get on TikTok and say what we want, but because you're a person of authority and you're on here, and I only came on here really because I heard the other two talking. And I wanted to shut that down. Majority of us, we do not support him. Absolutely not.
Madam, thank you so much for your contributions. There's no need for you to apologize. I think for me, I started today by just wanting to talk about African affairs and about Congo, because Congo is in the process of signing a deal with America so that they can help with security while they sell off their minerals. That is basically what it was. But then it turned into Donald Trump. I love Donald Trump. Donald Trump is watching. You're a Democrat. I don't even believe in democracy because it's overrated. It's corrupt. It does not do what it's supposed to do. And I'm dressed up like this, and people are still calling me a Democrat. I don't understand this. How can they call me a Democrat? I don't understand.
We don't even live in this country yet. People, you were talking. The first person I heard, he sounded like he got an accent from the backwoods. No offense to my fellow hillbillies. Here's the thing. He doesn't sound quite interested in education. He didn't even realize the fact that your likes were different from the amount of people that were actually listening in. That's two different separate things. The other one, obviously not fully American, don't quite understand why I don't understand that. Here's the thing, 92%. The proof is in the pudding. Okay, the proof is 92% of us did not. And let's just keep it a buck. We all know how he won that thing. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna say anything else. Just scroll on TikTok, you will see it was rigged, and nobody ain't actually voting him. We out here fighting for our lives out here. So we do apologize if we brought our pain onto your platform. I would suggest you just take the reins and flip that thing back over into talking about the things that you're interested in. And just pray for us, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do what we got to do. We all trying to leave here, or if we're gonna stay here, we're gonna fight, and we need y'all prayers. That's the true and honest truth. I'm in my car. I do apologize.
Quimpy, we will keep praying for you. You know, we Africans, we love to pray, we love to fast. We will pray for you. We know that America deserves success, but I was saying to someone earlier on today that, I want America to succeed, but right now, the way he is behaving, he has turned America into the new North Korea. The new North Korea, that is what it's like. He's isolated, he's destroyed relationships. And that is one of many reasons when I came here today, I basically said, I don't want to talk about America because Donald Trump doesn't want us to talk about America. It's Americans for Americans. It's ridiculous. So I on this platform, people are asking me to send them eggs from Africa, to send them clothes,
Sure. Yes.
clothes and eggs.
Yes.
You're asking an African president to send you eggs and clothes from Africa to come to America because things are so expensive. I don't understand, and I don't really want to get involved in American politics, but I genuinely would if he was bold enough. I would love to debate Trump on here on TikTok right now. I'd love him to come on here, not with his White House officials, just a one-to-one between me and him. A
That level of
one-to-one
privilege
between
would
me
never.
and him.
He would never.
Yeah. And someone said this is what's really interesting. They basically said, and it's funny, that if I send African eggs, if I send African goods to the US, Donald Trump will tariff it. He will put
Yes.
a tariff on African eggs. He will put a tariff on African goats. He will put a tariff on African goods. It's unbelievable. He will tariff everything. The only thing he hasn't tariffed is his time. But anyway, look, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Bye bye. I wasn't planning to be here this long, but I'm going to spend another 5 minutes and I will have to go because it's Sunday evening and I really want to enjoy my Sunday. I did not plan to come here to talk about America. My focus was on Congo and Africa. But someone said to me that Donald Trump might be watching this, and I thought it would be a good idea for Donald Trump to come on here and talk to me, but it looks like he's playing golf. Who do we have
Hey,
next?
yes, it's Kaiser Khan. Thank you for having me on. I've been following for quite some time. I totally agree. I was listening to, the actual topic, and I'm American myself, but I didn't want to discuss it either. But I just want to say this: a lot of us Americans, have been told that when we go out and I say so-called vote because the vote doesn't actually count the way people think. I'm ex-military. I have secret clearances and things like that, so I get to see a different side of things. However, what I've seen is whether you vote Democrat or Republican, they have an agenda. United States have an agenda because the United States is a business. And the agenda is going to be followed whether it's a Democratic president or whether there's a Republican president in office. But the difference is we, as in the citizens, they make us go back and forth, and we get in comments and in person, and we kind of get into this thing about red and blue, Democrat, Republicans, when the whole time behind the scenes they all working together, and whatever their agenda is, unfortunately, because we're so divided, we the people, with all this Donald Trump that, Biden this, Biden that, at the end of the day, they're all laughing at us behind the scenes because here in America, I'm not sure about like your country and whatnot, but here in America, our president is just like a president of a business, right? Meaning, I have a business right now. I can hire a president, meaning I can fire him if he's not following whatever agenda I have set for my corporation, right? So it's the same thing here. We just call it impeachment. Now they make you feel fuzzy and good, and they'll say, "Oh yeah, you guys can fire him or impeach him or whatever the case if he's not doing for the people. But at the end of the day, they understand behind the scenes that there's an agenda that's being followed, whether we like it or not. There's an agenda that's being followed, and they have to stay on script. So what they do is they'll make it look like Trump is doing this or Biden is doing this and vice versa. Now, what I can say is I don't know Trump personally. I don't know any of those presidents that we've had personally, and I'm 47 years old. However, because I don't know them, I have to judge them based on like their character, how they carry themselves, and what we can find on them publicly, like any lawsuits or public records. With Donald Trump, all the way back to the 70s, he's been sued for racism and things of that nature. Now, am I calling him a racist? No, but I will say his character shows that. So when I tell people this, they say, "Oh, you don't like him." This I don't know him personally to like him or not. But I have to speak on his character based on the same as if you don't know me and you say, "Well, hey, I don't know you. I want to do business with you." You're going to start doing some type of research on my character based on my criminal background or what have you to kind of get the get a feel of the type of guy that I am to know to do business with me or not. So I judge people based off of that. So from what I see, he is a racist. However, his job, he's following an agenda. Whether we like it or not, he's following an agenda. The same as any president that may come behind him, they're going to follow an agenda because they're trying to lead the country in a certain direction, and it's not a good direction, obviously, especially for people like people of color, so to speak. However, that agenda is it's gonna move forward because we're not sticking together, the citizens. Like I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, we all need to be coming together to to make things push. But we're too busy saying, "Oh, Trump is better," or "Biden is better," or "this is that." When they're going to still continue to move forward with their agenda is set. They have an agenda for 20 years down the road. It's already been written. They already know what they're going to do 20 years ahead of us.
Look, I want to thank you for your contributions. I don't disagree with you, and that's one of many reasons in my country we do not practice politics that relates to business. Each to their own country. I just hope that America can find a way to meet the demands and the expectations of its people. But we are happy where we are. We do not practice democracy because we believe it is corrupt, it's overrated, and it's a false way of governing people. But look, you are stuck with what you've got at the moment, and I just want to wish you well, and hopefully you will find a way. You will find a way. Maybe this is just part of the evolution. Maybe America needs to collapse and start again. Maybe that's what needs to happen.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I don't know what is going on. But I know you probably have been watching the live.
I
I
have.
seem to be attracting lots of people who want to talk about Donald Trump and how they love him.
I don't want to talk about him. What I really wanted to know is just how your people are doing. If there's anything over here that we could do, and just, you know, letting you know that while it's crazy over here, yes, we're still thinking very much about y'all over there.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. But with all due respect, I think you have more problems than we do in Africa.
I'm not, listen, I am,
I honestly, we are peaceful. We don't want to tear each other apart in any shape or form. We don't. We're not running our politics like a business. But I am very, very touched by your words of comfort. But we are fine. We are doing what we can. I mean, one of the reasons why I came here today was to talk about the situation in Congo. As you know, Congo, there's genocide happening in Congo. You will never hear people talk about it. They will talk about other parts of the world, but they never talk about Congo. But because Congo is in a serious mess at the moment and it hasn't got good security, it has decided that it wants to sign a deal with the American government so that it will be a minerals deal and it will replace for security. And so that you will have security forces. And I have been saying to the Congolese president, and I've had no choice, and that's why I've come here on TikTok to say to him and to let the world know that he must not sign that deal. Because if he signs that deal, Congo will be the 52nd state of Africa.
yes,
You know, and Canada is the 54th state. Congo would be the 52nd state. That would be like colonization round whatever it is. And over my dead body, am I going to allow Congo to sign a mineral deal with America? So that is where we are at the moment. It's
There's
pretty
not,
quite terrible.
there is nothing that our government's doing and without getting something in return.
Exactly. If
So,
America is that strong, and it's America is that strong as it says it is,
yes.
this is not supposed to be a transactional deal. America says that it's God's own country. America says that, yeah, we are the leaders of the world. Why do you want to sell? Why do you want to take the same they wanted to do with Ukraine? Why do you need those minerals?
Because we can't really, it's funny is I've heard him, and that's why I don't want to focus on what the president per se, but just the words of him is, he talked about wanting everything over here. And I started thinking about it, and I know it's a different war, but like with Ukraine, right? That's an ally of ours. And I would have thought we would have been like, what do we do to protect them, make sure they're okay? And instead, we're trying to negotiate in the middle of their war a mineral deal that does not suffice protection of any sort, right?
Madam, you've just reminded me. When Trump did his tariffs, he put a tariff on Ukraine.
Yes, and not Russia. Can you believe
A
that?
country at war. So it's almost like he's trying to get back what America has put in terms of money.
Yes, even though, but that's the thing, right? And I say this with as much kindness as possible, but, I say that Trump's 2 fries short of a Happy Meal. And why do I say that? Because if he understood tariffs, he would not be doing what he's doing right now, right? And putting our country and the world in an absolute chaos. I'm sure it's flipped y'all's country somewhat upside down as well. And
No, madam. No, because we do not, we sorry to interrupt, but just to explain, we banned American goods a long time ago. We do not. There is no, anything American products is not in my country. So it does not affect us. And we do not trade with America in any shape or form. Yeah, right from the belly, we saw this coming. We saw this actually coming.
good. Well, that's good. I wasn't aware of that, so I'm glad y'all were able to see that. But no, I mean, it's, it's something I will tell you that I never thought we would see. But do you foresee, if the minerals deal doesn't happen, because I foresee when Trump doesn't get his way, just so you know, if you ever want to know if you're reaching him or not, he operates on Truth Social, which is his platform that he owns. He doesn't come on TikTok, but he owns that. And I'll tell you that when he's pissed off, because he'll tweet at night, and he'll tweet in all caps.
So are you telling me that when someone said to me on here that Donald Trump is watching this on TikTok and he might come and talk to me, that was just a lie?
Oh, he's not on TikTok at all. No, not at all. Not at all. His 2 platforms are X and Truth Social.
So I genuinely believe what he will do is this. If he does not get what he wants from Congo, he will slap a tariff on them.
I think you could do a video and have someone share it on Truth Social and have it go viral like that, and have, tag him, and he could probably see what you're saying. I'm just being forthcoming. I'm not sure. And just real quick, Yogi, you said another private account. The only reason my account is private is I have grandchildren, and I just don't want to subject them to random strangers that I don't think they need to see my child's face. So, sorry.
Sorry, is someone trying to talk to you there?
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing? I hope you don't mind me saying this. You have such a very lovely, calming voice.
Thank you.
Are you a broadcaster or you?
I'm not. I'm just a mom of 4 and a grandmother to 1.
But you have such a very lovely voice. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was so good to be here, and I just wish you so much well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Folks, I wasn't planning to be here for long, but it has happened as I knew it was going to happen. That was such a very lovely conversation from a woman who had such a very calm, lovely voice. It's disappointing because some of Trump's supporters said that he would be on here to come and debate me, but he hasn't. He's probably playing golf somewhere. But I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for someone is asking if I'm a comedian. Google, you will find out that the Western media has planted stories about me, which is false. I'm waiting for someone called Yemi Itafaji. I've known him for a while, but I don't think he's going to be here, which is a shame. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy your week. Enjoy whatever you're doing, and don't worry too much about what politicians are doing. Worry about the things that you control. Some of these things are just totally out of your control. Totally out of your control. But this is a message for Donald Trump. I came here today to talk about Africa, to talk about the challenges with Congo. I came here today to address African issues. I am totally overwhelmed by Americans coming here to talk to me about your presidency, to talk to me about how they love you and some people don't love you. All I would say to you, Mr. President, if you are watching this, do what you can to unite your people. The United States of America deserves to be a successful country. We hate to see it fail. Do what you can to unite your people. That is all I would say. You have the privilege of being president of the United States for the second time. You had 77 million people vote for you. It is really important that you unite. You must unite your people. America should not collapse. Dwayne, I will give you an opportunity to talk to me before I leave this platform.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm
Yes, sir.
fine.
I just want to applaud you and thank you for opening up your platform. And all I want to say, I don't want to go into the politics, but a lot of people don't understand about Donald Trump. I'm not against him. I like him. He's a good guy. He's a good guy, but he have his own opinions. But when they talk about the African American, it all begins way back when slavery, we was taught, we was beaten to be against each other. That's why black on black crime is like it is now over in America. I recently got engaged in Mombasa, Kenya, to a young lady. I've been there twice, and I never seen so much love, so much care. That's why I just want to say, basically, I just want to say, anybody want to go to Africa, anybody want to visit Africa, you will never experience love like it is over in Africa. You will never. Everybody loves each other. Everybody care for each other. Everybody looks out for each other. And I never see, when I retire, I'm 59 now. So when I retire, I'm planning to move there. So I hope the rules don't change, well, I can't come. But I just want to applaud you, sir. Uh, you're doing a good job. You know, uh, I don't want to take up much of your time because I know you got to go.
Dwayne,
So
thank you so much. And I hope that the woman you found gives you true happiness.
yes, she is. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. Yes, sir. And I enjoyed it. When I was there, I enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed everybody. I mean, everywhere I went, it was nothing but love. Nothing but love.
Yeah,
And
that's
I was
what we
like,
do.
wow, I never experienced
We
this,
don't we don't hate it. We don't hate each other. We don't hate on each other. We love each other. But look, thank you so much. I wish I could have time to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Take care. All right.
That's a man who's found love in Mozambique, all the way from America. One more person, and I will leave. One more person.
Hi, yes, my name is Crystal, and I am also from Indiana, which is a Republican state. Um, and I just have a few questions about the tariffs in particular. How do the tariffs affect everyday trade between Africa and our country?
Well,
Because we've always had tariffs.
No, but when you increase the tariffs, that's what happens. It is affecting us big time. It doesn't affect my country because I banned American goods and services and everything else, anything American we don't accept. Because I knew this was going to happen. I saw this 10 years ago. So we have been developing our own products, our own services. So there's nothing American in my country. But yeah, there are other countries who are affected by this, and it's going to affect them. But look, let's not be worried about Africa. You have serious problems in America. Don't worry about the trade tariffs in Africa, because what you don't know is that these tariffs really affect Americans. It's the Americans who are going to suffer. I can't believe I've been on this platform. You will not believe it. Americans are asking me to bring eggs, food, clothes, African clothes. They want me to send eggs because things are so expensive in America. So, madam, I can understand where you're coming from, but it doesn't affect us per se. Certainly not my country. Some other countries, yes, definitely in Africa. But the real challenge, the real people who are affected by the tariffs are not the people that Donald Trump is, not the countries that Donald Trump is putting the tariff on. It's the American people, the people who voted for him. People who voted for him are losing businesses, are losing jobs. And you call that democracy?
The question I pose now is why all of a sudden everybody is concerned, because things in America have been really bad since the first presidential election when we dealt with the COVID-19 pandemic, and we didn't receive this response from the rest of the world during that first term. And now that, we kind of all knew that this day was coming, and it was like you said, things were already put in place before this happened. So, I mean, those same resources probably could have been planned ahead of time and stocked up and probably been prevented some of this stuff. But, at the end of the day, my faith is in God, and I believe that God is in control. And I believe that no matter how many people speculate if a person is good or not, God is still good. And therefore, I think if you want to protect your peace at this point, you just need to trust in God, because people are going to be people, and greed and money, and it's always the root of all evil. So just protect your peace and, come in peace and go in peace, and try to seek peace as much as possible when it comes to dealing with other countries' political views, because we all have different political views and opinions, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, it should be bringing us together. These crises should be bringing us together, not condemning the world for one person's actions. Like, there's a lot of innocent people involved here, and we're all seeming to kind of reap the consequences of somebody making choices that we can't even control. So, like, I'm just saying, seek peace, if anything, like, for the whole world too, because America's bad, but there's places that are even worse off, and where's the aid for them? So that's all I had to say, but thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I'm going to go now. I don't know what's happening because once again, someone is saying that there's some misinformation happening on this platform. And this is what I don't seem to understand about TikTok. It talks about freedom of speech, but when people are given the opportunity to express themselves, they are not allowed to. So I will leave now. I just want to say thank you so much for joining me. Continue to express yourselves. I have to go. I genuinely have to go. The talk is so. I'm sorry, I'm not the president of Nigeria, but I really must go now. But what I don't seem to understand is that we've been on here for well over an hour or so. There was one violation, which was one speech, hate speech, apparently for someone expressing that they love Donald Trump. And I don't see anything wrong in loving Donald Trump. If people genuinely believe in freedom of speech, if people genuinely believe in democracy, then this platform should allow people to express themselves and express themselves in a way that is free. I do not understand why people will come on here and want to express themselves and TikTok will say it's not possible. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. I'm a bit disappointed that Donald Trump didn't join me because someone said Donald Trump will. Hopefully next time, share this video, share this along the whole world. I want Donald Trump to come here and debate me. Let him come and debate me. Maybe that's what America needs. a debate between an African president and an American president. That is what we need. Thank you so much for joining me. And God bless you all. I wish you well. And I hope, genuinely hope, that we will see the best.